In every single industry, recruiters are actively leveraging LinkedIn to find top talent. And if your LinkedIn is not updated, you will not be found. I'm Ashley. I'm the lead mentor with Mentor Me. And today we're going to talk about updating your LinkedIn to make sure that you're standing out to recruiters. I am so excited to share that I just connected with one of my mentees who, using Mentor Me program, secured a $44,000 salary increase. Major, and I could not be more proud of her. But what's amazing about her story is that after she and I worked together and secured her more than a $40,000 salary increase, she's still getting job offers and outreach from recruiters because her LinkedIn strategy is so strong that they're reaching out to her and saying, hey, we want to offer you another job. Hey, we want to offer you another opportunity. Hey, I see that you just started this job 3 months ago, but we still want to entertain you and offer you a role because your LinkedIn profile is so strong. This is the power of mentorship, and this is the power of a strong LinkedIn strategy. And as a career coach, a big part of my work with my mentees is to make sure that your LinkedIn strategy is strong and that it's attractive to recruiters. It used to be that just in the tech industry that recruiters would reach out to people on LinkedIn. But now across every industry, nonprofit, government, marketing, sales, of course, still tech, healthcare, hospitality, every single industry is leveraging recruiters to find top talent on LinkedIn. And it is critical that your LinkedIn profile is optimized to position you as a top candidate. And it's not enough to just have a LinkedIn profile. There are millions of users on LinkedIn. You need to make sure that your LinkedIn is actually optimized in a way that recruiters can find you. And when they find you, you have the kind of LinkedIn profile that's actively attractive to recruiters. So I'm going to talk about 3 easy strategies that'll take you less than 15 minutes to update your LinkedIn to make it more attractive to recruiters. And I also want to invite you into mentorship, because in my mentorship programs, we do a deep dive into all of your materials, your resume, your cover letter, and your LinkedIn to make sure that your LinkedIn is optimized and attractive to recruiters. Whether you know it or not, increasingly recruiters are using applicant tracking systems and software to comb the internet and scour and find the best talent. And what's also true is that no longer are the days of you just applying for jobs randomly and getting selected, right? Increasingly, hiring manager, HR organizations are leveraging their recruiters to find top talent and reach out to them and say, hey, would you consider applying for this job? And one of the reasons why job searching is so exhausting is because job seekers often feel like they have to spend hours and hours searching for job opportunities. But how beautiful would it be if a recruiter just reached out to you? If they saw your LinkedIn, you're busy doing whatever you're doing, they saw your LinkedIn and they said, hey, I see your expertise, I see your talent, and I'd love for you to apply for this job. Wouldn't that make job searching so much easier? Wouldn't that be ideal? Yes, nod your head. You know that that's true. And so instead of, applying for hundreds of jobs and getting no results, let's work to optimize our LinkedIn in a way that recruiters can reach out to us. And again, I know that these strategies work. I just heard from one of my mentees who talked about the fact that even after our work together and her securing a more than $40,000 salary increase, leveraging strategies for my mentorship program, recruiters are still reaching out to her with top dollar job offers because of how her LinkedIn is optimized and how attractive she is as a job candidate. So get your pen, get your paper out, and let's dive into some strategies to help you optimize your LinkedIn in a way that will make recruiters take notice. So strategy number 1, and this is an easy one. Strategy number 1 is that your LinkedIn must be public. It must be public on LinkedIn. So I get it in, today's world, where there are cyber attacks and where you want to maintain some privacy. Oftentimes people don't want to make social profiles public, right? Maybe your Instagram is locked down, it's private, your Facebook is friends only, and maybe you thought it would be best to do the same with LinkedIn, but that's simply not true. It's really important to make sure that you're leveraging LinkedIn like the social networking site that it is. And on a social networking site, it's important that you can be found, that you can be uncovered, right? The point of using LinkedIn for a job search strategy is so that someone can find you and they can find your expertise, right? And so you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is turned on and it's public. You want to avoid hiding, any information that you put on LinkedIn. Now, of course, you can be selective with what you put on there. You don't have to put your direct email. You can make sure that people are messaging you in the LinkedIn platform. You don't have to put your telephone number on there, but you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is public, because if you're a job seeker, if you're looking to secure a higher level role, if you're looking to make more money, if you're looking for recruiters to reach out to you, if they can't see your LinkedIn profile, that's a red flag to them. It's like, why are they being anonymous? What's going on here? So make sure your LinkedIn profile is public. And speaking of being public, it's also really important that your name on LinkedIn matches your name in other public places. I'll never forget, I had a mentee, her name is Siobhan, and she, her name is Siobhan, but on LinkedIn, I think that she was like going by her middle initial. It was like S Brown or something. Let's just say it was like S Brown. And I asked her, I said, your name is Siobhan. Why not put your full name on LinkedIn? Why are you S? Right? And she was like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't want all my business out there, da, 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 blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, you're not, applying for a job at the FBI, right? Or you're not in the FBI. You can put your full name on LinkedIn. When you sometimes that secrecy or that kind of desire for privacy can be perceived as disingenuous, and recruiters can see that as like a reason to mistrust you. So again, you can be private about, your personal details. You don't need to put your address on there. You don't need to put your telephone number. You don't even need to put your email address. Like, they can message you. Recruiters can reach out to you and message you in the LinkedIn platform. But absolutely, yes, you definitely want to put your full name, first name, last name, and you also want to make sure your profile is publicly turned on. In addition to that, and these are, again, just the basics, but you want to have a profile picture. You want to make sure the profile picture goes from like mid-waist up. You want the profile picture to be like facing the camera, so like this, right? Oftentimes I see profile pictures on LinkedIn that are like this, it's like a look over the shoulder, it's this kind of thing. You really want to avoid that. There's research that shows that people are more likely to trust people when they can see their full face, right? So again, you want to have a profile that's probably sort of scoot, move back from the camera a bit. You kind of want to be waist up. You want to be able to show your shoulders. You want to be, head on. You want to be looking directly at the camera. Certainly you can have your glasses on if you have glasses. Avoid those transition lenses, honey. Not only are they out of style, child, but they're also just terrible for camera. Again, you want to be direct on, right? When you're taking a picture on LinkedIn, that's just going to build trust. That's going to make you seem not too mysterious, and that's going to be the most inviting way to show your public profile. So again, just the basics. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile is public. It shouldn't be limited. It shouldn't be hidden. Oftentimes I'll hear from mentees, they're like, oh, Ashley, I'm job seeking and I'm updating my LinkedIn. I don't want my employer to know, or I don't want my coworkers to know. They're nosy. I don't want to give them a heads up on anything. So how do I navigate that? Baby, you can block all of your current coworkers on LinkedIn, right? You don't want to block your blessing from recruiters reaching out to you, but you can block your current boss, your current supervisor. You can, make your profile, shadow banned for them, but don't let someone else's perception of you job searching keep you stuck in a job that you no longer want to be in. So often I hear from prospective mentees, oh, Ashley, I'm so scared to update my LinkedIn because what if someone notices that I'm updating it and they think that I'm job searching? Well, you are job searching. You're trying to get the heck out of there. And whether or not they know it is none of their business. What you need to know is to make sure that your LinkedIn is optimized so that recruiters can be reaching out to you. So let's not let somebody else being nosy hold us back in our career. Agreed? Agreed. All right. So we talked about 3 quick strategies. Number 1, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is public. Make sure that you use your full first and last name and that same first and last name matches other places where you might show up on the internet. And then number 2, make sure that your profile picture is in and spot on facing the camera. Okay, so that's just some sort of basics for LinkedIn. Next up, let's make sure that your headline in LinkedIn reflects your current expertise. I cannot stress this enough. The most visible thing on LinkedIn is your name, your photo, and your headline. And one of the ways for you to really stand out in the minds of employers and recruiters on LinkedIn is to have a headline that centers your expertise. The default on LinkedIn, right? If you just let LinkedIn run its own algorithm out of the box, the default will list your current, title, right? So like, let's say you work at Meta and your title is a algorithm tester, right? It'll say algorithm tester, right? You do not want that, right? You instead want to go into LinkedIn and change your headline to reflect your strengths, your key areas of expertise, the things that you're good at, right? So if you go to my LinkedIn, and again, it's just linkedin.com/Ashley AsShire. If you go to my LinkedIn, you'll see that my LinkedIn says something like, women hire me to help them make more money and have more impact, and businesses hire me to help them retain their top talent, or something to that effect. Right? So that is what I do. That's who hires me. That's what I'm good at. So you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile matches what you do, what you're good at, what your strengths are. You want to make sure that it's not set to that you edit it from the default of your current job, right? And why is that? It's because it's not so much important what you do right now, what your role is right now. What's important is the skills, talents, competencies, areas of expertise that you have, which will make you attractive to recruiters. Again, the goal is to make our job search easier. The goal is to be present in the minds and hearts of recruiters so that we don't have to be searching for jobs for months and years, right? And so when we optimize our LinkedIn, when we can show up for recruiters, when they're searching those keywords, when they're looking for people in our area, when they're looking, for people with recommendations, when they're looking for people with completed profiles, we're going to pop up because our LinkedIn is optimized. So again, you want to make sure that you're changing that headline from the generic current title to areas of expertise. So when I'm coaching my mentees on this, typically my mentees headlines will be something like strategic thinker, communications expert, program and curriculum management. They'll have skill sets around brand management or brand development if they've done that kind of work, budget and analytics if they've done that kind of work, banking or finance or operations management, whatever those skill sets are, that's what you want to have in that LinkedIn. That's going to help you be more visible to recruiters on LinkedIn. So again, make sure that you update that and that it is current. That's going to be really critically important. And beyond that, right below the headline, LinkedIn allows you to it's just like about you, right? And it's like an about you statement. What you want to be sure to do there is you want to avoid bullet points in that area. Oftentimes when I'm looking at people's LinkedIn, I see just like a list of bullets. What they may not know is that space shows up horizontally, not vertically. And you leave a lot of space when you don't write full sentences or longer explanations of your work. So you really want to make sure, especially when you're looking at LinkedIn on desktop, which most recruiters are, right? Like most recruiters are not looking for job candidates on their cell phones. Most of them are looking for job candidates on desktops or laptops. So you want to make sure that you take advantage of the real estate and you write out sentences. In my program, I teach my mentees how to write what's called an I am statement. which really outlines who they are, what they're good at, and provides demonstrated examples for what they're good at in a clear, concise, and confident manner. And so that's the statement we use on their LinkedIn. So if you're looking, you're like, Ashley, I know I need to update my LinkedIn. I really want to show up to recruiters, but I don't know what to put on LinkedIn. I don't know like what to talk about. This is an opportunity for you to schedule a call with me. I'm accepting new mentees right now. And then again, definitely want to encourage you to schedule a call with me so that we can just work together to optimize your LinkedIn so that we can get it together, right? We don't want to be out here having recruiters see our LinkedIn and it look a mess. Like, we really want to have a strong strategy. So let's work on that together. So again, make sure you go to mentor-me.org, schedule a call with me. If your LinkedIn is not optimized, if recruiters are not regularly reaching out to you about job opportunities, that means your LinkedIn is not optimized. Let me say that again. If recruiters are not regularly reaching out to you with job opportunities, that means your LinkedIn is not optimized. So again, this is a great for you to start. And if you know you want to go deeper, let's go ahead and schedule a call. I have availability to talk to prospective mentees. So again, we're talking about updating your LinkedIn to show up in the hearts and minds of recruiters. So far, we've talked about the basics, making sure that your LinkedIn profile is public, making sure that you have a picture on LinkedIn that's professional, that shows you from like mid belly button up and that's face on, and that you have your full name on LinkedIn, no nicknames, no initials. Put your government on LinkedIn. You want to make sure that it matches where else you're showing up online. Number 2, you want to make sure that your headline is not the default current job title. You want to make sure that you're leveraging the headline feature on LinkedIn to put your strengths, to put the key areas of expertise that you have, to outline the things that you're good at, right? This is going to make you show up when recruiters are searching for top talent. They're going to see you because your LinkedIn is optimized. So again, make sure that you are updating your LinkedIn headline with your strengths. If you don't know what you're good at and you don't know what a headline is, that's a sign to click on type in the pinned post in your web browser and schedule a call with me early next week so we can talk about your career development plan, right? If these words are foreign to you, then this is a sign we need to really lean into this strategy. And then the final strategy for updating your LinkedIn, and this is a critical one, is to make sure that you are connecting with people on LinkedIn. This is all about credibility. And in general, I don't believe in the old adage of it's all about who you know. In general, that's not a strong career development strategy because it's not true. It's not all about who you know, actually. However, on LinkedIn, it literally is all about who you know. LinkedIn optimizes at 500 connections. Again, LinkedIn optimizes at 500 connections, which means you want to have at least 500 connections because this helps you seem more credible on LinkedIn. So, girl, get to connecting. You can connect with me on LinkedIn. If you only got 2, you'll have 3 after connecting with me. I will connect back. Again, it's linkedin.com/Ashley AsShire. That's ASHLEYASSHIRE. LinkedIn.com/Ashley AsShire. So my same name on Instagram, but you want to make sure that you have at least 500 connections. This is going to help you show up higher in the algorithm. This is going to help you show up in the minds of employers. This is going to help you build credibility on the platform. You will be surprised. It's easier to get to 500 than you realize. It's really all about making those connections. Now, obviously, you don't want to be like, oh, I'm connected with Hillary Clinton and I'm connected with Billy Joel, right? Like, you want to connect with people you actually know, connect with former coworkers, connect with an old boss, connect with your sorority sisters, connect with members of your church, connect with your neighbors, right? Like, you can find 500 people to be connected with on LinkedIn that's available to you. So go out and find them, make those connections. And again, I'm happy to be a +1 in your connection space. I want to make sure that we're connected because I share a lot of great strategy on LinkedIn as well. And again, the connection piece is literally just clicking a button, connect, and then people can agree to connect with you. You don't have to send a message. You don't have to meet with these people. You don't have to kind of do any of that. It really is just an opportunity for you to connect with people to build your credibility on the platform. And so again, the sort of big buckets of strategy that we're sharing today are the basics. Make sure that you have your full name, make sure that your LinkedIn profile is public, and make sure that you have a full photo on LinkedIn. Number 2, you want to make sure that that headline is not defaulting to your current job title, that you're leveraging the headline for strengths, and that you have a strong I am statement that outlines clearly, concisely, and confidently who you are and what your skills are, and provides maybe 2 demonstrated examples of that skill set. And then number 3, you want to up the connections. It's all about credibility on LinkedIn. It's all about those connections, and you want to seem like the kind of professional who's well connected in the industry, and that well connected sort of baseline number is 500 plus. So that's where you want to strive to. So get to connecting, get to building those relationships on LinkedIn, or honestly just clicking the button, and you're gonna see so much more optimization on your LinkedIn profile. There is an opportunity for you to go deeper on this strategy. There is an opportunity for you to go deeper on this strategy to make your job search smarter, not harder, and to stop working so hard applying for jobs that you're not positioning yourself as a top candidate for. Follow these strategies and watch when follow these strategies will get you started, and then joining Mentor Me programs will help recruiters begin to reach out to you. And stay tuned to my page soon. I'll be posting a testimonial from one of my mentees, just sharing how the LinkedIn strategies that I teach in Mentor Me programs are still bringing her in job offers, even after she secured more than a $40,000 salary increase using strategies in the program. So make sure you follow, because I'll be sharing that testimonial on my feed soon. Thanks so much for watching. Always a pleasure to connect with you all in this space. If you have any questions, make sure that you schedule a call with me so we can talk more about your customized LinkedIn strategy for your career development. Again, that website is mentor-me.org. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.